Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce heard and hard. We'll also talk about pronouncing the word her while we're talking about heard. So the contrasting sound in these two words, heard and hard, is that in heard we have the sound, and in hard we have the r sound. I sometimes rewrite with letters ER and R with letters AR. Letters and spelling can be misleading because, of course, we have multiple different sounds that we can make for these letters and different ways we can spell these sounds. So having some anchors can be helpful. With the sound of I often think about the words purple, bird. There's two other spellings you can see for so UR and IR are also common ways we spell And also knowing that in the dictionary, often you'll see an upside down schwa and an R together to make this sound. It's not two sounds. I'm not saying and I'm just saying as one sound, but it's written with two symbols to represent that it's that particular sound. And then the R sound, I usually call that one, I usually use words like car or far. You can also think about words like hard and start that are spelled with the AR. That's the most common way we spell the R sound, but there are some exceptions. And in the dictionary, you'll see that type of A and R together. And this one is also one sound, but it's a diphthong, so I'm gliding from the into the R. Versus this one, it's just static and it doesn't move. The way I would like to represent that visually in the mouth is that the sound is going to be right here in the center, with my tight back tongue. You can get more help for making the and R sounds and building up a strong R if that's challenging for you in our videos, in our playlist for American R, as well as in our Sounds of English course. We walk through the details of how to make that R sound and correct any accent error patterns you may have on it. Here, I just want to demonstrate the difference between the and the R. So in the R, I'm starting with my jaw a little bit more open and my tongue a little bit more relaxed, and then I'm lifting into the So for static, for R, you have this kind of sound ending in the sound. Not too slow and not separate, not and but R, all one sound gliding together. So in heard, I heard about it. That is the same pronunciation as herd, a herd of animals. And in the dictionary, you'll see it with the representation. For hard, as in a hard surface or difficult, you'll see again the R in the dictionary symbols. And you want to just feel the difference when you're saying heard. If I say just heard, I don't really have to have any movement for that R sound. Versus hard, I have to glide to get my R diphthong. The reason I included her here is that there are some accent patterns where I'll hear someone trying to say the word her and it'll sound more like har. They'll be too open. They may glide a little bit, and we don't want that. We want to just have that tight sound. For that, I would just practice or recommend practicing her. Try to have your tongue already in the R position, and then just add your sound, the windy H. You don't need to change your tongue. You can already be in her. That should help you reduce and eliminate that gliding R. Once you can say hard and heard, do try practicing them in some short phrases. You may also want to practice some other contrast words, for example, like stir and star, other words that have an sound and an R sound, to make sure that you're clearly hearing the difference and making a distinct difference between these two sounds. You can get more help for contrasting words like these and other minimal pairs in our playlist. Check that out on the channel, as well as in our Word of the Day videos. We're often using these kinds of contrasts to help you learn and hear the vowel sounds. I go through all of the sounds of English in a great deal of detail in our Sounds of English course on SpeechModification.com. That's a great way to build a strong foundation to pronounce any word you like confidently and easily in American English, as well as understand the spelling of sounds, the sounds, what words they're in, and what accent patterns to watch out for so that you can confidently say any words you like. That's our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. I hope you'll check it out. Thanks so much for watching this video, for your comments, for sharing, for subscribing to the channel and liking. I truly appreciate the support, and it's helping the channel to grow. I'll be back again tomorrow with another word of the day, and Saturday we'll have our live question and answer class. You can attend, type your questions in the chat, and I'll answer them for you live. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.